Okay, I'd like to do the overview for CashFlow Pro, the automated AR deposit and invoice matching with journal entry. The first tab you see here is the mapping tab. This allows you to avoid changing the macros or the VBA code. You can simply make your changes here and it will change it for you. Now you're going to export your bank information and you will drop it here into A1. Your banking information does not have to look like this. You're going to change your headers in the mapping so that it matches your bank export. In this case, we're using PNC Bank. Next, you'll export your AR aging. Once again, it does not have to look like this. You will change your headers in mapping to match your needs. Line 4 is just simply testing whether the header found in the aging export matches the header that is mapped in the mapping tab. Once this is done, the macro will create what's called the aging extract. There may be more columns here or fewer based on your mapping needs, but this puts the data in a more uniform look so that the program can run more effectively. Next, you will go to the matching tab. Here on the left, you have the bank details. On the right, you have the AR aging, and you're going to match up the aging to the deposit doing one of three ways, and none of them are manually putting in lines. The first way you're going to do this is in the line replacement tool. Here we've chosen to replace line number 2. It's told us the value of that line, and it's given us the invoice. This could also be multiple invoices. In this case, you can just copy and paste, but you may have to type a few. Once the variant is green, then you can process to mapping, and this form will clear. Next, you're going to process your lockbox. So next to line replacement is the lockbox for your checks. You will simply put in your check numbers here, and each check you will put in the number of invoices associated with that check, just the number, not the invoice itself. Just if there's 3 invoices, you put in 3. And then you will enter your invoices here, as all this will be moved down based on the number of invoices. You will also enter your check amount here for your reconciliation to make sure that everything's in balance. Once you have completed your lockbox checks, you will click Process Lockbox to Matching, and it will move all the lines down on the Matching tab and process your lockbox with the term check and put in all of the numbers. Up at the top, you will see there is a reconciliation to make sure that we're still in balance. As you can see, we are actually out by 2 cents. That's a rounding issue that we will just simply write off. The third way and most efficient way of populating this table is by the macro step 2, apply oldest to newest. In your mapping, columns Z and AA, for your customer ID, if you apply oldest to newest, then in your matching, it will automatically look up all of the invoices, oldest to newest, until it runs out of money. It will then apply the remainder and tag it partial apply. If the system detects that all invoices equal your deposit, then it will simply populate all of them and you don't have to do anything. Once you have completed this table, then you can determine, are there any lines that do not need to be in the journal entry, such as non-AR or stock or something else. In that case, you would simply click the checkbox in column A, and these lines will be ignored by the macro when moving to the journal entry. If your version of Excel does not support these checkboxes, you can simply put an X in column A, and it will perform the same function. Once you are finished and you are satisfied and ready to move on, you click Create Journal Entry, and it will come to the journal entry, and it will populate this as well. Once again, this may not look the same for you because all of the headers will be mapped in your mapping. If you would like more information, please see the detail video. Thank you.